Hello YouTube, Hoosier Archer here. This is my Sunday Stump. Well, first off, thank you all for your kind words and prayers and thoughts about the interview that I told you about. I think it went swimmingly, and I'll find out more information tomorrow. I have another interview with a different company tomorrow, and if that is actually for the job that I applied for, I'd really like to get that job only because it pays uh, a whole order of magnitude more. But it's salaried with benefits, so of course that will mean working 50 plus hours a week, but I think I can handle it. And it's a business that's only open, it's not open remarkably early in the morning nor very late at night, so should be home by midnight every night and shouldn't have to leave before 7 in the morning if I work the day shift. So that would be a good benefit. Sorry, my apparatus was askew. So keep the good thoughts going for that job, because that would mean an incredible increase in my standard of living. Not that I am in a super bad way at all. Just that would make life better. And hey, who wouldn't want their life to be better? Got an email today from Brandon, the Heathen Clan. He got the matches that I sent him, that I included in Fred Outdoorish Noak's giveaway. Time got away from me on that giveaway. I didn't realize he was having it as quickly as from the time I told him I'd include the matches till he had the giveaway was a shorter amount of time than I thought I was going to have, and I never got around to sending them to him. And I apologized to him and told him I would send them directly to the winner, which I did do, and he did get them. And he said some very nice things to me about myself and my channel, and I'm very grateful for those kind words, Brandon. Thank you very much. Let's see. Loath as I am to talk about politics on my channel, I do have to make mention of the fact that I am just absolutely appalled that no major news network did any stories on the return of our Korean War dead. I haven't tried to Google that yet, so I don't know what you can find out there on the web, but I know that it happened, I know why that it happened, and I know why they didn't have any stories about it, because the president was directly responsible for that happening. So if they said anything good about it, it would shine positively on the president. And I don't care what your politics are, but the news media shouldn't base their stories on their own political standpoint, regardless of what it is. News should be objective, and that's all I'm going to say about it. But I'm absolutely appalled that they did this, because these men deserved America's gratitude, because they gave the last full measure of devotion, if I might be allowed to take a phrase from the Gettysburg Address. And they deserved better. Hoorah. Pardon me for getting up on my soapbox for a minute. I really mean that. Pardon me for getting up on my soapbox for a minute. Anyway, it looks like this week could be chock-a-block busy, so I don't know what videos I'll get to make. There will probably be a Thirsty Thursday. I imagine I'll be in the mood to drink a beer or two, if I'm as busy as I think I'm going to be this week. So, but I don't know what if I'll do any other videos this week. It's possible. I might. Sometimes I have actually woken up in the middle of the night with a burning desire to make a quick video about something. I hope I didn't look like death warmed over when I did them, but so far I haven't looked that way from my own point of view when I've looked at the videos. I, for some reason, have very tired eyes today, and I don't know why, because I feel fine. But I keep looking over here at my viewfinder, and I see my eyes just look tired, and honestly, I don't know why. It could just be that the heat. We're in the 90s with fairly high humidity. So hopefully we'll get this rainstorm that's supposed to come through and it'll knock the humidity down some. Hopefully. Cool it down a little bit. Let's see, what else did I want to talk about? Something bushcrafty, I guess, and that'd be gear. A piece of gear I want to recommend. I get nothing from Nalgene. I just like their products, and this one in particular I really like. This is the Nalgene Oasis. This is their take on a standard military canteen. This will fit in any standard military canteen cup or canteen holder. The canteen shop actually can get you, which I also have no affiliation with. I talked to them about some things, and I like the guys, but I have no affiliation with the canteen shop. But one of their paracord bikinis would fit this perfectly. One of the things I like about this is it holds a full, they say this is a 32-ounce canteen, but it does actually hold a full liter, which I think is 33 point something. I used to know exactly, but useless information kind of goes away these days. Used to store up trivia. Now I kind of let it go. But there's some very positive things about this. It's very toughly made. This is good, resilient plastic, but this plastic is BPA free and imparts no flavor to whatever beverage you put in it. Right now I have some Diet Coke. That I put in it over 24 hours ago, and when I took it out of the refrigerator, the carbonation, it went when I opened it, and every time since then, there was even a very light when I opened it this last time, but I don't think the mic picked it up. But that shows you how good the seal is on this lid. Not only does it hold in the liquid, it holds in gas, and there are several water bottles that won't keep soda pop carbonated. Soda pop will go flat in them. The only downside to a canteen, from my point of view, is it, while you can sip from it, it's just lends itself well to guzzle. And the lack of conserving the water, therefore. But if you have water filtration and the ability to boil water, and that's the other downside, you can't boil water in this, but if you have the canteen cup, you got that covered. So, and this is actually, I think this is actually lighter than a standard plastic, not by a lot, mind you, but slightly lighter than a standard plastic military surplus canteen. I have one around here someplace that I've never used because you put water in it and it gets a chemically nasty taste. I have a polar canteen around here someplace too. Arctic canteen around here I think. And I have the 2-liter one that somehow came home with me from my time in Saudi Arabia. I don't know how it didn't go back to I just found it one day in a box of stuff. Pardon me. Trying to think. There were some other things I wanted to cover. Oh, by the way, to back up a little bit, because I served and because my father actually served in Korea, that's why that story matters to me. That my father, two of my uncles, served in Korea. They all came home, but you know, I saw what war did to them. I mean, I didn't see them before the war, but from talking to my grandparents, I knew what they were like before they went, and I knew what they were like when they came back. And the biggest change was in my one uncle who actually served in the infantry and was a machine gunner in Korea. I can't really talk about that without getting emotional, but suffice it to say that you don't have to die to make sacrifices in war. When you face an enemy, never mind. Yeah, I could explain it, but if you've never done it, you won't understand. But that's why that story matters to me. My family is involved. No, none of my uncles didn't come back. None of my father came back. My uncles came back. But they had, brothers in arms that didn't. And now so many are coming home, and it should just be plastered over every newspaper and every news story on television. And it isn't. Well, that's a deep subject. Thank you, Vernon's father. Got a joke to end it on. Two men get done with work. Both of them have their cars in the shop for various different reasons. So they just decide they don't live too far from each other, and they'll keep each other company as they walk home. And they decide to go the quickest way, which is to go overland. And they get about halfway home in this field, and both of them say, one says, I think I need to make a call on nature, and the other one says, yeah, that's probably a good idea. So they go either side of this tree, and one of them says, you know what? It feels really good out. The other one says, yeah, I know, I think I'll leave it out. God bless, and happy trails, and watch your top knot.